fucking nuts. There it goes.
God. Your bitch dig my fresh on some lottie-dottie shit. She always on her knees like my Abu Dhabi bitch. Miss Capone with my Uncle Tony, Maserati Rick. Jimi Hendrix, the only ones who could probably body this. Feel like I did 20, came home, stuck in 96. Never dropped a dime like Tiny Archibald coming off the pit. How can y'all forget all the albums I done did? I'm an artist with no felonies, can't tell me I'm not legit. I've been spitting real since real to real and floppy disks. I can see why all the copywriters try to copy this. My girls say I'm Holly Holm, I get paid to rock the pole. Kick this shit off the dome like that Ronda Rousey chick. Black Conor McGregor, no losses under my records. But if I did and I see you again, I'm coming to wreck your treadmilling. I've been running from karma forever, legs killing. But I know that the Lord is my shepherd, leg pilling. I just quote songs when I'm under pressure, best feeling. When you know God gon' come to your rescue, just chillin'. I be speaking in parables, pull the strap from up under my arm like it's a parachute. Trying to steal these parachutes. Shh. Y'all wanna hear some scary news? It's 8 o'clock, my partner just sprayed the block. Now he got the whole neighborhood hot. Thanks a lot, I'm with the Heather B and the Tracy G. Tryna sway the cop, I laid the plot. Told him he was next door at Jason's spot. That's the send-off, nigga. We was bad like Mike Jack with the shin guards, nigga. Thoughts go through my brain like a pinball, nigga. You got your style off my style, you a spin-off, nigga. Barry Sanders, 2 belts to carry hammers, talking guns, boy, I got a house full, I'm Danny Tan. I was the driver for the Hitmans and Sammy Sammers. Heard plenty stories about kidnappings and healthy ransoms. Ambulance, I pick you up, better hope that your family answers. Lost a couple fights to them, but still, I'm fairly handsome in Atlanta. I swear, I done fucked like every dancer. Off every word, my mouth red like cherry Fanta, Hail Mary. I'm Machiavelli with every stanza. This note is a gift, written sincerely Santa, the legend. The legend. The legend.
Legends are born, they are not made. And their names will live on for the rest of our lives.
I'm a legend. I've been that nigga in my town since I was 7. I'm a legend. Yeah. Even when I'm not a stone mound, they feel the prison. I'm a legend. Before I started selling pounds of the lettuce, before I had them 20s mounted on the Chevy. Yeah. Today if God decided to send me back to heaven, back when the Dolphins had Marino, I had thoughts of Palominos, putting my broad in Valentinos. I started bagging Dinos. My partner used to drop his mama off at bingo. Now we back to clock casinos. We want the bread. We even tried to rob the Kinkos, cause we heard they had a lot of paper. Can't sleep like I had 20 cappuccinos. Hope my past don't come back to haunt me like when Benny Cappuccino. Black Latinos, bags of gasolino. Catch a bird to Oakland, then we fly 'em back to Reno. Some of y'all that catch the lingo. This is real trap shit. Keep the calculator like I'm about to do a math quiz. Put the mustard on the turkey bag, that's how we rap shit. Before I did that rap shit, could've been a draft pick. Brother hit a fast lick. Always had a bad bitch who left me for a rich nigga, cause I never had shit. But once she see how green the grass is, she'll be running back after she done had kids. But can you blame her? You see all this swag, bitch? Look at what my dad did. He raised a motherfucking legend. I've been that nigga in my town since I was 7. I'm a legend. Yeah. Even when I'm not a stone mound, they feel the prison. I'm a legend. Before I started selling pounds of the lettuce, before I had them 20s mounted on the Chevy. Today if God decided to send me back to heaven, I'm a motherfucking legend.
Brezz, hey, let's get it. Y'all know how I'm coming already. All 2022. Like a realer shit, a realer. Hey, let's get it 574, stand the fuck up. Y'all know how I'm coming. Hey, eyes down to 0. Didn't have shit, gorilla beat a click, low bit, don't forget, my pockets had lint, now them hoes thick, which one to pick, tell them haters eat a dick, traps stay bumping, big face hundreds, you know how I'm coming, shit is all or nothing, Brezz be like fuck it, it is what it is, one life to live, sons I can't give, Catch me through traffic. No, I'm not lacking. Play with blocks like Tetris. Little nigga, what's happening? Said what I mean. Can't go back on my word. Ain't no need to be scared like you haters have occurred.
What's up, baby?
Let's be realistic. You got a click full of
What's up,
bitches.
baby?
Oh, weak ass niggas won't get recognition. Ain't enough ammunition. The fuck with gorilla. Bitch, I'm Mike Jackson, the thriller. Go get your pistol back, killer. This gon' be a thriller. Sit back, enjoy the show. New crib, very bold. What the fuck them niggas on? Bag me to do a song. Come around with that rip rap. Where they do that? Fuck around, get your shit splat. Eyes down to zero. Didn't have shit. Gorilla be the click. Little bit, don't forget. My pockets had lint. Now them hoes thick. Which one to pick? Tell them haters eat a dick. Traps stay bumping. Big face hundreds. You know how I'm coming. Shit is all or nothing. Brezz be like, fuck it. It is what it is. One life to live. Sons I can't give. Let's get it. All 2022. Gorilla Gang.
Yo, what's good, my peoples, my peoples, my peoples? Salute, True Viking. How you doing today, Queen? It's your boy Jelly Bean 4280, and today we bringing y'all. It's your boy Bean.
It's your boy Bean and Brezz.
This our podcast.
Bean.
Is blood thicker than water? Basically, it's the question I've been thinking about here a lot lately. Cause if y'all don't know, I took some time off. I've been wanting to take a mental break from things. Kind of blood will cross you faster sometimes than water. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. But basically during this mental journey I've been on, I just kind of sat back and basically evaluated those around me, and I kind of started to think about, like, dang, really everybody around me isn't family in the traditional that they're my blood, in a sense. That's kind of where I got the idea from, and then my brother over here, Brezz, he been going through some things as well. So I kind of collaborated with him on the back end, and we just kind of chopped it up. He said, I'm super proud of you. Thank you, True Viking. Basically, we both just said, like, this was a topic we needed to talk about, especially not just what we going through now, what me and him been through all our lives, basically, from I was about 8, 9, like 9, 10, somewhere in there since I known him. So, like, we been through so much, and I felt like this was a topic that we needed to discuss. I felt like this was needed to discuss.
And it definitely was a topic that needed to be discussed. I have a lot of situations where I feel like, besides my kids, that blood might be thicker than certain waters or certain water. And it was just one of those things that I always wanted to talk about, because I feel like it's something that's always debatable. Some people have good families, some people don't. Some people have family that's against them, and it was just something that weighed heavily on me to express all my life, or something I've been through and seeing, and being on the other side of how family treats you, and people being my blood, how they connect with me. Salute.
And
True
then,
Viking.
it did kind of, before I get deeper into this conversation. Well, I guess you could say I'm gonna get deep into this conversation now, but a lot of people don't know that my biological mother had a stroke, so that's why I stopped going to college. I had to I had to put my football dreams aside, and I came home. I kept my Notre Dame job. I picked up another job on the side, And I was doing some things in the streets that I wasn't necessarily proud of. And a lot of people don't even know that about me because I kept people at a distance and I kept that really, this topic really needs to be discussed. Salute Kings. Thank you, True Viking. But where I leave off at?
You talking about your family, your mom?
Oh
situation?
Yeah, basically, when my mom had a stroke, like I said, I had 2 jobs. I was in the streets a little bit, and I felt that kind of pulling me away. And really, the people who, besides my older brother, who kind of like basically held my head on strong, was my high school football coach. And a lot of people don't know, because I don't know my biological father, but a lot of people don't know that I call him dad. So it's like I was 16 going on 17, and basically I felt his energy, I felt his vibe. From there, I was like, man, I really like Coach Gibbons. And once I gravitated towards him, it was just like, man, wow. Like, I met his wife, and before I even called her by her first name, I was like, because I was raised the right way. So I was saying Miss Givens, and she laughed at the time, and she was like, no, just call me Annie. And I was like, okay, I kind of felt weird, but now it's like I got that family type atmosphere from them, even more so than my blood at the time. Because when my mom had a stroke, yes, my aunt and my uncle and my grandmother at the time was there with me, but they wasn't really there with me when I was falling off the deep end, and I really felt myself really, I call it like almost the equivalent to going insane almost. Basically, when I felt my mental going off, they was kind of the people who reeled me back in. You know what I mean? It was a lot of people I didn't go out and talk to, and even when I tried to reach out to my family at that time, it was like a lot of them had their own things going on, so they really couldn't, communicate with me well. And then the other ones is just like, they just wasn't there.
Right.
And if it was they mom, I'm on the first thing, king to king salute. I'm on the first thing smoking, or I'm on the, I'm trying to figure out what I got to do. Like my uncle, when he passed, I was on my way back from Florida. I worked one day that week and came right back home to South Bend. So it's just like, really, when I was going through that period of time frame with my mom, Coach Gibbons, his wife, they family, they really kind of held me in. If I needed anything, they was there. If I needed to talk to him, he was somebody whose shoulder I could lean on. And I really couldn't do that with my family. No disrespect to them, because I can't take nothing away from them because they got their own things going on. But it's like at the same time, like, flawless mentality, salute.
Thanks for showing the love, all the support and the love.
But when I was going through that, like, I'm 19 years old, thinking like I really had dreams of like, yeah, I'm finna go play football. Y'all good, LOL. It was my mind just was messed up. Like, dang, I see my mom getting airlifted to a hospital. I'm preparing for my sophomore year of college football. Do I kind of leave those responsibilities to my brother, who at the time, with James, he can't really handle that responsibility? Or do I focus on myself and my college? Like, do I focus on myself and my schooling? And that's something I battled with myself. It took me 2 weeks before I told my college coach, I'm like, look, my mom had a stroke. I don't know when I'm going to be back. I don't know if I'm going to be back. I'm going to have to sit this one out. I got to make sure things good here. And it's just like it was a point of time at that time. I just felt alone, really. Like even the woman I was with, I couldn't rely on her really to really understand because she was younger than me. So basically, I was taking on that pressure, and then the pressure of my mom. Just all those responsibilities was just weighing on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? At that point in time, and Coach Gibbons and Ann was really like my backbone in that situation, and they was always there, even if I needed a plate to eat, because it was times where I chose everybody else, making sure everybody else was good before myself, and I even get caught up in that sometimes, even now. So, but yeah, that just go back to this: the blood thicker than water. With them not being my family, they known me since I was 16, really, and they just really treated me like a son. I really felt that homey atmosphere. In my case, is blood thicker than water. With them, I would say yes, because they were here.
Right.
They made sure I didn't fall too much off the track. They made sure that, they made sure that I took care of my responsibilities, and that I knew that if I needed somebody to talk to, open arms, just anything, that they was really there. And that's something I appreciated more than most. And salute to my brother on Twitch, K Nasty, my bro Carr. He said, bro, most water is thicker. To be honest, bro, look at us. We may not be as close as we used to, but we fam, bro. And that's a fact. Yeah, I used to, even with him, I used to have his back even to this day, I had his back all the time. People used to mess with him. And I used to, even like you used to deal with me, the John and Bruce situation, when they was picking on me per se, and then you stepped up like, man, y'all not finna pick on him like that. And it developed to what it did. I know I kind of rambled on a little bit on my little certain topic, but I'm gonna let you get in. Get your little opinions in real quick.
I grew up in a household where my mom was a strictly provider. So with my mom, she gave to anybody, we had to, be the unfortunate and be in the situation, but still she made a way for everybody in the family around to even give her last. And why we even brought up this topic is because of, and why we bring up these topics is because of, it's a respect thing. As my mom being so much and being there to be there to help out others. From her nephews, does she get the respect as that she gets? No, I mean, she would get looked at as salute. She would get looked at as a person they don't go to the house and to say hi to, or to say, how you doing today? And she really just a woman, because she was a bigger woman, she couldn't get around and be as mobile. So me and my Uncle Eddie always had to be there to protect the house, because of certain cousins would get into it with me and bring drama to their own auntie houses. And it was one of those things that was not respectable. And when I was the guy, I was always taught different from my grandfather. My grandfather was the guy, like, he'd smack you in your head if you don't speak. You had to speak and have manners. And when we lost him, I think a lot of manners that was for our family, we lost a lot of value on that. We didn't have a lot of respect value. So, I have guys within my circle that will go in and say hi to my mom. They would treat my mom and respect my mom like she's like she's a mom. Like, how you supposed to do. And shout out to all the mothers out there too, as well.
Happy Mother's Day
to all the mothers. To all the mothers. And I just always got respect from, the homies. I always got respect from the homies, Me and the homies, we might have had a little altercation there, a bump heads there and there, but they was always there for me when I needed them to be there. And they was always there, and I feel like they always would be there. And they will always hold that value and treat my mom like a mother. In this world, in society, it's crazy, because you'll feel like someone that you really love wouldn't give you the job or don't want you to have the job. And someone that you barely know will want you to succeed and have the job. And it's crazy because you would think, like, I used to share with this person. I used to share clothes with this person. I used to look at this person this way. But sometimes within that blood, when you know different family groups, it's envy. It's a lot of envy, I feel. And I feel like sometimes, you know, the respect and the respect factor loses a lot of value. Aunties and aunties should be treated with respect. There shouldn't be no disrespect. We should all learn how to be family and be able to be mutual and respect each other as one, because they say all we got is family. And it's like the guys that's around me, all I got is family. Yeah, but that's part of my family. That's my family because of they value and hold different values as a family. And it's crazy. It's really crazy. And I've been through so much with it, you know, respecting aunties. Love my aunties. I love all of them. Even when I'm with a cousin, I still will go in and say hi to an auntie, you know, just because of how I was raised. And every situation I didn't have, it's like a lot of waters. I had lost an uncle. And when we lost our uncle and one of my uncles had passed, that's when I really start seeing true sides. And I really start seeing how people really was for who they was. Because those things that they had in their head that they didn't say they hid from me, they really start expressing themselves for who they was as people and individuals and really what they had in their head. So it was easy for me to suffer from a little drama and feed into certain situations because I lost an uncle at a mama's house. I lost my uncle at my mom's house. So we had a situation where the family was just on the news like this, rambling. And really starting to really just tick everything off instead of talking about the situation and saying, hey, you know what happened. People just went on a rant, and those people that was blood that I say this part of my family, this thick, those was the ones that was holding up me and my mother. Those was the ones that held up me and my mom. My mom, she had somebody there that was like a caregiver to her while I had to work, and always been there for her and held her in place and held us in back, held me in place, held me in place and held me in different positions. Shout out Kid, man. That was the person, which is my mom's, friend. And he kept us in a real position, like just to not stress about it, don't worry about it. She wanted to press because at a situation she lost a 2-for-1. So then nobody know how it hit different, or then nobody really want to, like I say, communicate. People just went off the rocket, just went off the radar. It was like, damn, we used to share rooms. We used to stay in the same house. We used to share the same plate. And now we really hate each other because of, two people had a bad day. Two people really had a bad day. And it just went south. It just really went south. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for all the love and all the support in the chat once again. And like I said, I know this situation is tough. I know a lot of people out there, y'all got family. You know what I'm saying? That's tight with y'all. And I get it. But it's two sides to every story, of course, which makes it a debate. And it's hard to have someone that you really genuinely thought that you love, or you thought that they loved you, and to be there for them. It's hard not to be there for them because I want to be there for them. I'm thinking I want to be there for y'all, but it's hard to be there. It's hard. Hey. This is my daughter Anika. hi.
Hi.
It's my baby girl right here. And in certain situations, I love my daughter. Of course, I love all my kids and my babies, but that's that's the only blood that I feel like is thick. Like, to be honest, my kids, like, those are the ones that I have the chance to make the opinions about. Is because, yeah, facts. That's what's up. Showing love. But my kids, that's that thick blood, and that blood gonna always be there because with me, it starts with me, and I try to teach them values of what, baby, sticking together, right?
Yup.
I tell her what? What do I tell you?
Stick together with your sibling.
Yes, stick together with your sibling, just like her mom tell her, stick together with your sibling. Don't you hate this one for this one. It's always try to be like a fair game, man.
Can I tell you
some people don't hold those values in that family.
Well, you know how me and my sister say we hate each other, but we don't really mean it. Sometimes we work together, but sometimes we be too mad to work together.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But that don't, you know what I'm saying? But y'all should what? Never say we hate each other. Why? Because that's your sister, and your sister love and you supposed to be there. And you're taught like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
A lot of other situations with, influencing people, kids, it's really easy. It is really easy to get influenced by certain things. Yeah. And certain things happen. So now it's like, before we can even think about it, it's a situation that hit us and it just hit so fast, And that is how it is with the blood and the water. Situations hit so fast. Before we can even think about it to react about it, it didn't already happen. Yep. It didn't already happen. Like, show love. Thank you, True Viking, for the love and subscribing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Bye-bye.
My bad. I had to step out real quick. But fill me in what you was talking about. Yo, what's up? I was feeling the man talking about, the family, my mom's situation from the wake, and how, some that we thought loved you, or you thought loved you, is a lot different, and it hit it different. Like, it hits different, and it's hard to, be able to turn away your blood. But when you see the support that you have from others, this water, they will want you to go somewhere in life. They will give you that opportunity to grow. Mm-hmm. Things of that nature. Like, they will give you that opportunity to go, but the ones that, that you close with, then it'd be like, hey, them be the ones that will slow you down, but they will say, hey, we love you. Hey, we love you. Give your last. And it just comes to, sometimes for me, it comes to a point where, you just got to wash your hands for the situation. Because you can't change people, and you can't really change, can't feed off that action. So sometimes you got to just wash your hands and just let things go, And, like I say, the only thing I can do is control my kingdom and my kids of the things of what I teach them. And what I teach them is to stick together, and they are going to do that. But some people are not like that.
Right, I get that. And then, even I go back to my situation, to even before I met you, like what I was going through with my mom being on drugs. So my mom being on drugs, my house became the trap house. And then when my house became the trap house, my cousin was the one dealing the drugs. My cousins and the people around us was the ones dealing the drugs. Right. And it's like, even back then, because like, I guess I say back then I was smarter than your average 8-9-year-old because I grew up watching those movies, New Jack City, fucking Belly, watching all that, and then I'm living that. I'm in the house with no utilities, and fucking my best friend is a fucking candle and a portable TV because my mom wanted to do drugs and my cousin wanted to sell the drugs to her. It's like, ain't you supposed to help both of us get out that environment instead of keeping us in that environment? So even then, I just felt like, boom, like even I was like, man, you my family. How you know what I'm saying, allowing us to go through this? You see, it's a struggle. He said, I'm sorry. Oh, top True Viking. It was a struggle for me. Like, I go to school, and people would be like, oh well, he smelled this, that, and the third, and not really looking at my situation to be like, dang, what really is his situation? And then freaking I come home, boom, it's just another repeating cycle. And then boom, I meet you. And then instantly it's like, boom, I got my outlet. Even though we didn't start off cool, but we got to the point to it was, all right, I'm living with you, sharing clothes with you, playing the game with you, sharing food with you, going to school with you, and we both just helping each other fight these battles. And my family just still across the street, same house, no utilities, just letting my mom, you know what I'm saying, basically dig both of us into a digger hole until boom, me and her had to flee, you know what I'm saying, for that little bit of time. And then it took my mom to realize, oh, I'm about to lose my son. I already lost my other kids. I'm about to lose my son because I allowed this addiction. She allowed the addiction to get to her. But not only that, the family that was there didn't try to help her. Kick the addiction into it was, all right, CPS trying to come get me.
Right.
So then when my mom went to rehab, and then if I felt like when my mom went to rehab, then my family wanted to be like, oh, we really need to help this child. But it was too late because they already wanted to put me in the system. You know what I mean? And like I said, during that time, it wasn't always bad because what? I had you, my nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had you to lean my back on, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Fight them battles with, you know, like we was talking about earlier, John and Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Coming from Chicago, whatever their situation was, we trying to invite them to the hood, play football with us. They get mad because we whooping them in football and shit. And now it turns into they trying to take over the block, and then what happened? We end up fighting with them for the whole summer. They tried to break the loyalty up, and it never broke up. And that shit go till today, back till today. You know what I'm saying? I leaned my hand out to you. You know what I'm saying? We was both going through a struggle, and I was like, bro, I got a situation that can help both of us out. And 2-3 months later, it's like, boom. Right. We see the progress. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to all come into place. It's always important to be real with your children. Salute Jelly Bean. My soul smile. Salute. Yo, what's up, JG? Appreciate you for coming through on the Twitch side.
Even with that whole situation, like how you bring that up, like even when I was telling the chat earlier how good-hearted my OG was. So my OG, that good-hearted, you know, talked to her, you know, things ain't going right, mom, you know, this circumstance and this situation. So she's seen that situation because, of course, we young, so I'm not paying bills, he's not paying bills. We had to get that approval from her. And when we got that approval, she was real cool with that. She treat him like a son, and once again, he would treat her like a mom and go in there and say hi, baby bro. Go in there and say hi. Go in there and say hi. Give her a hug. Don't just be sitting in the car. And it's just crazy because of you only have a few aunties, a few uncles. You know what I'm saying? I done lost something that I wish, honestly, it's my blood. I done lost something I wish I could say, I love you one more time. Like, I done lost them, but they not here. So it's like, damn, I can't do it no more. But it's just crazy. That's why I say you got to value those things. And I feel like family values sometimes get overlooked because, oh, we family. So it's cool to let you slide there. Or it's cool to let you slide on that. Because we family. It shouldn't go south. But as soon as things go south, people get to playing victim. Values and things that y'all stood on and things like that start getting to a lower standard. You know, trust start being broken. Bonds start being broken. Mm-hmm. Sisterhood start being broken. Brotherhood start being broken. Cousinship start being broken. And for me and my side of where I've been at with my family, especially on my mother's side, I'll tell you right now, and I done got to the point where I just wash my hands. You know, I can only love you. I can love you, but I have to love from a distance. I used to always feel like, oh, I love you. I have to show you that I love you. But sometimes it's cool to love from a distance because not everybody gonna understand love, or not everybody not gonna show love, especially the way you do it. Especially a guy like me, hell, I was young and I see my nigga in this situation, and I'd say, hey, nigga, you come over here, I'll share the clothes off your back as a young nigga. So you only can imagine as an adult how my mindset would be for my brothers and the people that's really around me, and how I would do and what type of limits I would go to, because they would go for the same heights and the same limits for me. That's why I would go those limits and those heights for them. But you can't do that for everybody because they a cousin or shit, probably even a brother in some situations. No, I love my little brother. You know what I'm saying? But I know that there's some situations out there in the world where brothers are trying to kill brothers, or brothers beefing with brothers, or, you know, whatever the case may be, and it's a split mentality.
Before we carry on, flawless mentality, he hit us with, you have a whole family out here on social media, fam, Jelly Bean and Brezz. And then True Viking says, I have to salute y'all one more time. This was a brilliant idea. Is this going to head home with a lot of young lions that need to hear your voices? And that's something I kind of wanted to allude to, because I know my upbringing, how I had to kind of force myself to, the way I grew up is not going to be my future. It's not going to be my children's future. And I just feel like, you know, if I could share my story, if it helps somebody else out, you know, then I'm all for that, because I didn't have a lot of help. I mean, I had few people help, but, you know, a lot of the things I learned was all on my own. I didn't have.
I had to grow up at a young age.
Yeah, I had to grow up at a young age, especially growing up with a mother who was on drugs. It was like a lot of things that I did. A lot of people be like, damn, like, sometimes I had to steal food for myself. It was times where I had to steal food for myself, you know, and I'm not happy that I did it, but hey, I did what I did. I learned how to survive at a young age. And even then, when my mom did, you know, get clean, she went to church, and, you know, she allowed for me to play sports through high school. You know, with her having a stroke, I've been trying ever since, you know, to show that, look, I'm a man, I got this, you know. I've been hit with all these trials and tribulations, but it's not going to stop me from reaching my peak. And I've been taking things every day, one day at a time. And I'm glad I got my brother Brezz here with me, because it was a time where it was just literally just me taking care of everything. I didn't have Brezz because he was going through a certain situations, and I couldn't rely on some of the people that was around me because they didn't have the same mentality that I was on. Because when I was going through that, I was trying to find a way for myself to grow, but I couldn't because I was surrounded by a lot of people that had crab in the barrel ass mentalities.
Demons that will hold you back. Demons that will hold you back would be within you, and they would be disguised as blood, even water sometimes. Why? It's debatable. And those are the demons that you gotta watch out for, because I'm telling you, them demons will keep you trapped at a certain place, or those demons will kill you. You know, and as we get older, we have to learn how to value each other and how to respect each other. You know, because like I say, a guy in the street I go up to, and he got an ideal, I got an ideal, we click, and it's like, wow, like, I would have been trying this for longer. I was always told that blood is thicker than water. I was always told that, but not always the case. Not always the case. I honestly don't feel. Not always the case. Not so.
It's a case-by-case situation, like you say. Case-by-case situation.
Yes.
I just have a lot of situations in my life to where the water around me is thicker than the blood around me. Right. And I can honestly say that, and even for my older brother, because really, besides you, I'm really the only person he really got, and I'm his blood. You know, we have family out there that don't necessarily reach out to us, and we don't reach out to them. But at the same time, I always be like, when we had these conversations with them, I'd be like, it's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? I've been reaching them more and more out with my aunt. So me and her been talking. We've been connecting more. She was there with me when my mom had the stroke. So basically right now where I'm at with her is we just trying to get on the same schedule to go see my mom. I'm trying to make more time available to travel to go see her. I did live in the same city as where she stayed in a nursing home at, but I end up having to move. And even with my mom's situation, with her having the stroke, she's not necessarily herself. So on a day like this, it's even harder to have this conversation, especially when it's talking about her, because my situation is different from a lot of people's situation. A lot of people, their mom is in normal conditions. Their mom is in normal conditions. They can talk to their mom. They can physically go hug their mom. You know, I can go hug my mom, but with going hug my mom, gonna come with the damage of the stroke. And sometimes she may say something like, "You tried to kill me," and I be like, "Dang, that's crazy." Like, I never tried to do that, but I had to understand that she had a stroke and an aneurysm, so that really messed her up, and she really trying to get a grips and grasp on life. And I know it hurt her because she still tell me to this day, "You need to go back to school. You need to go back to school. You need to go back to school." And it's like, if I go back to school and really focus on that, then who's gonna focus on coming to visit you and helping you stay sane?
Right.
Because if I don't do it, then probably nobody will, or nobody's gonna have the conversation to get the people going to do it. Because not a lot of family members go see my mom, and I don't know why. Everybody knows where she at, so it's not like she's not accessible to them. So, you know, that's why I'm glad I got people like you. I got Corey and Ann Givens around me, because they really help keep me sane. I'm glad I got people like True Viking and Polo. I don't know if you in here, but shout out to Polo, because when I was at work and I first told him that I was going on a mental journey, and he said, "Jelly Bean, you a strong brother. I know you gonna get through this." Those was some wise words from Polo. So Polo, if you here, even if you're not here, shout out to you, because those was words I needed to hear. Shout out to Tink May and Drippy as well, because over the last couple weeks, they really helped me get through this process as well. So it wasn't easy for me, but I definitely got through it. And y'all definitely going to be seeing more conversations like these on Sundays. These are going to be basically when Bean and Brezz come on and give y'all basically life topics or just any topics on the day.
In case it's on blood being thicker than water, and it's one of those things. It's really an optional thing. We all can sit here, we talk like about grown men, because like I said earlier, I know that some guys have family that will get on you for that. I know that, and I know that some guys out there have that family that they like, "I do this nigga in," and it just be like that. But instead of with that mentality, we don't have to think like that. We set those things to the side. We talk about this. We vibe as men, and we all hear each other's situation and listen to each other's situation, no matter what we've been through. Because you know we got eyes. You guys have eyes. We're gonna look there. We're gonna show you love, respect, whatever. Because that's what we're here for. I want the next man to do good. I want the next man to succeed, because I want to succeed, and I want the people around me to elevate. And that's what this is about. Elevation. You, with whatever circumstances and situation. Because trust and believe, it would be that person out there. Hey, we'll recognize real, as they say. You have a conversation, be the best brother in your life, and you relate to somebody, and you be like, "Dang, this person just like me. I've been through situations like this." And then y'all talk and vibe, and it'll bring y'all together. A lot of people shouldn't try to argue about situations. I feel like people should try to listen instead of always arguing the point, or he's right or he's wrong. It's good to have knowledge sometimes, and it's always good to listen, and that's where the water come in for me, because of people come and give me knowledge that, it's not like that blood that gave me the knowledge. The only knowledge that I really had to be able to gain that knowledge out of my blood was only a certain few. And they not here no more. I appreciate the things that they do, and I wish I could see them again, but that's not the case. And I just really want family and people. If you got family, or if you even got that water, a friend, a homie, an ace, whatever, man, value that and value that relationship, because it's really hard to get that. It's really hard to have that trust and that understanding when somebody genuinely love you, because people can blend it in, and the devil is good at blending in and sending people to blend in and do his job. And it's hard to really focus and key in on things and little things you'll see when it's too late, when you can deal with those situations now.
So my question would be to everybody, plenty of fish, Twitch, YouTube, even you, because I've been thinking about this since I came up with the idea to you. How do we get back to, or can we get back to, blood being thicker than water? Is there a way possible to?
Yeah, I mean, the ones that's around you, like I said, value them and expertise them, treat them like that. And now to this point that I can just say, hey, that's my blood. I have to make my blood, even though that they say it is a name. A lot of names and classifications got us messed up in society. But if a person genuinely love you, it could be water. But if a person genuinely hates you, it can be blood. It definitely can.
Thank you for the favorite code, Queen. I did not see that earlier. I've been kind of babbling on because we definitely having a good conversation, definitely cooking up. And I like what you said when you said you like seeing the next person succeed, because even at work, I bring up work. Me, you, Mike, and Javon, we all want to see each other succeed, and even the other people on our line, because it be days where, we can't succeed because, we ain't got a part in, so it kind of hindering us from getting a boat made, or it's hindering y'all in small parts because Rachetti don't want to go get y'all part.
Yeah.
So it's now we be at work, us brothers be at work. I be like, man, keep your head up, just keep doing you. They see your hard work, they see your efforts, and your hard work gonna show off, and it's gonna pay off. And I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, even now, like, I do see the progress you have been making, even since, March, when we both was going through our situation. I see your progress, bro. Your progress have not gone unnoticed, and I know you think that the process is going slow, because it's hard to be patient, especially in today's society. But that patience hit home when you told me, bro, you a patient motherfucker. Just like with the car situation, I stayed true to myself, and I thought out all scenarios, and now I feel like I found the best possible scenario for myself. And then with you and your situation, you've been talking about getting your kids, together and everything, and you've been putting the pieces together piece by piece by piece by piece. And now look, you got your daughter here. You got to spend numerous amount of hours today with your daughter. Next, it's only gonna be your sons. Then next, boom, you damn near gonna have all of them over here. We damn near gonna have them on here talking to the people. So,
she was coming in. That's what another thing she did. She came in and she told the world that we as parents tell her to stick with her sister, and how to value those things as a sister, and not how to argue with her sister, and how to be close with her sister. They say things at times that they really don't mean, and different things of that nature. How can we fix that? Your big sister, your big sister. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Do that and protect your sister and watch over her. And I'm not picking it right or wrong. And her sister is not my child. So,
right.
I'm not just, holding it biased to it because it's not my child. No, you're the big sister. Be the big sister. You know what I'm saying? It starts with you. That's why I say I can only control my legacy and my castle, my kingdom when it comes to situations. But remember, we pump blood and blood is thick, but remember, the body need water too.
I like how you put that.
The body need water.
I like that.
Straight up.
But yeah, definitely this conversation. I like this topic. Anybody feel free to chime in. You know, if y'all have a certain situation. Because even I got another situation going on to where it's like me and my cousin, we're reconnecting because basically the YouTube, because he's going to school for editing and stuff like that. He see what I'm doing. Now he want to, you know what I'm saying, he be giving me little advices, and then me and him even talked about, you know, bringing the family in, you know what I'm saying, being closer together. And I really feel like since my granny died, you know, that's really where, like, everything drifted apart, because we all used to get together at her house on the holidays, even though, you know, we ain't supposed to be celebrating these holidays. But I don't necessarily go to celebrate the holiday. I just go to be around family, because I don't necessarily see all them. And it's actually been a while since all my cousins, and like my cousins got kids, and you know they kids, some of my cousins' kids might have kids, you know what I'm saying? It's just my family is so expanded now that, you know, it's like I really don't even know everybody. I know fucking my friend Chelsea, I know her kids more than I know some of my cousins' kids, you know, just because they've been around me. That's another situation where, in my situation with blood thicker than water, I known her since the 5th grade, and it's like she can bring her kids around me, and her kids just treat me, you know, like I'm one of their uncles or something, you know what I'm saying? Even though they're Mexican and white and I'm black, but they treat me like, you know what I'm saying, I'm related to them, you know what I'm saying? You see, she bought us house supplies. She was like, I see you moving, you know what I'm saying? Let me buy you some house supplies as a housewarming gift. I'm like, dang, my family knew I was moving. Then none of them even offered to help me move type shit. Then none of them even offered to, hey, if you need somewhere to stay till you get on your feet, you know what I'm saying?
And one of my cousins actually, then another reason why water is thick and really thick for me is like, I have a buddy named James I've been friends with for like 20 years. I've been friends as long as Jamal known him longer. But, you know, his brother, it's like, hey, bro, I need somewhere to go. I need somewhere to go, you know. My mom, you know, her house, like I said, once again, her weight condition, she got so much that she only could do. She loves me to death. If I ever need a piece of bread, I need anything, best believe OG gonna look out just like I'm gonna do for her. She gonna always be there. But, you know, she gonna always be there until she's there. And what my situation is, you know, my friend James here, I reached out to him, hey man, you know, I really need somewhere to stay. And, you know, no questions asked, no hesitation. Yeah, you can stay here for a couple of weeks. I understand that, you know, got a situation, because I had a situation where I had to clear my head. I really need to clear my head because, you know, my OG house is so big. She's not planning for me to stay there. It's not extra room. So I'm at this point, you know, got in the situation where I was with my fiance. I had, you know, got out of that situation. We had to break up, different things of that nature, and I had lost my place, my car, got in an accident, and then I was back at my mom's house, you know, on the floor, and, you know, it was a stressful situation, and, you know, my mom, she an OG, so, you know, of course she yelled my ass like, yeah, you need to do better, because, you know, I have that potential. She see that potential, knowing who I am, that I gotta do better, right in my ass, and psychologically certain things fuck with me in my head, and I start conflicting and bumping into the people who had space there. So I start feeling out of space, and I know that I needed to clear my head, and I go clear my head, and, you know, it was like one of the best vacations I could take. You know, it was just one of those things where I wasn't stressful. Every day I was happy because of I had someone like me, or I had someone, you know, to understand me for who I was in the situation that I was going through, and didn't hold it against me. And when I was like, okay, this person didn't hold it against me, you know, which made everything fall into play how I fell into play now. And I value those situations because my mom, like I say, she needed that. She needed her own space. They love me dearly. My uncles love me dearly. But I'm bumping over this nigga because shit, I'm sleeping in the damn kitchen. So these niggas cooking. Nigga gotta be to work and all this. Little shit trigger you, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you sleeping on the fucking kitchen floor on the air, man. And, you know, it just was one of those situations where I needed those waters. And I had a cousin reach out to me. Yeah, you can stay here. You can stay here. I got you. And, you know, as soon as it was time for things to really go down, things didn't go down. You know what I'm saying? So I get with this nigga, right? Unless we say we talked and we planned it out, things went down because we sat there and we had to talk. Things went down. A lot of people will spin you. You got the way and spin you. You can stay here. You could be here. You could do that. You know, a lot of people will spin you. That's why I say you got to watch who it is because it happens on both sides. Mm-hmm. It's just how you can control it. How do we deal with it? But at the time, how I want to deal with it is how I feel like, shit, water is only so thin. So do I start, you know, just leaving my water with the water? Or do I just start calling my blood and being in blood because that's what pumps in my heart? And them is the people that love you within your heart.
And it's crazy how the timelines matched up, bro. Because it's like you said, you got in an accident, you know what I'm saying? You was back at your mom's house, you talked to my brother. Polo, salute to Polo Sports, talking ENT. Salute. Thank you for those words you gave me the other day. I really needed that to get back on here. And when I was at work and you hit me with like jelly bean, you a strong brother. You know, I know you. Basically, you just gave me the words of encouragement, and that all just hit home. And I thank you for that. But like I was saying, you was at my brother's crib, and then boom, I got hit with my situation, and I was like, hey, bro, I'm about to get a 2-bedroom. You know, we can either, you know what I'm saying, you could come stay with me if you want to. You know what I'm saying, I help you out till you get things. You know what I'm saying? You get things going. We could talk the situation out, and then, like, look at us now. You know what I'm saying? We can't look back now because we done made so much progress in really less than 60 days, if you want to be honest. Like, really less than 60 days ago, we both was in the rut, and it's like now we both digging ourselves out. We not out yet, but even when we do get out, we just got to keep going, keep pushing. We push each other every day, whether it's at work or whether it's we come home and you was like, bro, when you gonna get the streaming again? And I came in here, I made the logo, I shot you the idea, and you was like, yeah, I like that. Or it's me when we come home from work, bro, what them raps talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gonna keep that shit going or what? You got momentum, you know what I'm saying? You've been staying true to yourself, and I've been seeing that, and you know we both been pushing each other, and I appreciate that a lot. Salute Bruce Gas.
Thank you for the love.
Jazz, boxing, and more.
Everybody.
He said, "Setback for the comeback. Keep hustling and keep grinding, family." Thank you, Polo.
Most definitely.
And like I said, even you know what I'm saying, even when I hit you with the business proposal that I hit you with, and I showed you the notes and everything that I took down. Even though I put that on the back burner, you already know that that's still my goal and that's still what I'm grinding for. And you already know that really when it comes to anything, that's really been my priority even more so than the car situation.
Right.
Because really, if it came down to it, I dang near would quit tomorrow and just say, forget it. I'm going to put all my resources to that. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to take the long route with it. You know, it's going to keep coming. And this where, when you said the water, technically, I started off with you as water. But now it's like you my blood now. Yeah. Because everything we went through, like you said, we went through sharing clothes, playing video games together, you and your moms welcomed me in your home because of the situation I was going through, you know, and now it's like, boom, how can I say this? Look, the world is a revolving door. Boom, I see you hit a rut. Now I'm able to give back to you because y'all gave to me. And if y'all wasn't able to give to me, I wouldn't be able to give to y'all.
Facts. Right. Facts. And then, you know, like you say, we give to you, then those things come back to those people. But it's crazy because, you know, it come back to you, but it's like, dang, when it come, but, you know, you wouldn't suspect it to come like that. And you wouldn't suspect for other situations to fall. Like, when we get a place, I had never disrespected my cousin's house. We had got a place, and me, you know, him, you know, do our thing, roommates. And we get in good, and we doing our thing, and, you know, I offer somebody to come over here, and had an altercation with someone that didn't want, and this is my first week here, and this is blood, that didn't respect my home, and I never disrespected they home. You get what I'm saying? And disrespect and go, I'm like, dude, you know, he bring his son here, and I'm like, it just brings me up to another situation where we lost an uncle, and I'm like, I'm iffy on it, on a lot of different things. And that's why I say, when there's water need the body. Yes, the water does need the body, but it's thin. But once something pump in your heart and it pump with that blood, that's what you really need to flow too. You need both of them to flow. Yes, you do need both of them to flow. You do. You need both of them to flow. But you can also grow from the wrong, or you can grow from, you know, learning from people that's really wanted you to do that and really want to be there for you, that's gonna support. You trust me, you're gonna learn one way or another. You're gonna learn the hard way, or you're gonna learn the easy way.
What's good, Raymond? And look, that's another guy, Ray Mochin. He came in here, and that's a guy I went to school with. You know, I still consider him a real good close friend. He was actually working at the hospital at the time when my mom was first there with her stroke and everything. And, you know, he still, even to this day, reach out to me and ask me how my mom doing and everything. So, Raymond, salute to you. I appreciate you for coming through. Basically, we talking about is blood thicker than water. Is your family, basically, are you closer with your family, or are you closer with people who aren't necessarily blood? And in my situation, in most cases, I'm closer to people who aren't necessarily blood, and I don't know, it's the vibes that I gravitated towards because of a lot of the stuff I've been through. And it's not, I don't hold that against my family. And like I said, I still try to go back to my family. But it's like at the end of the day, my mom's in the nursing home. Like, I think about that every day. And like I said, it hits home now because today is Mother's Day and I couldn't go see her like I wanted to. But since I couldn't go see her, did anybody else go see her? Probably not. You know what I mean? So that just hit home even more. Then I know for a fact, didn't nobody call her. I called up there today, but my mom don't like coming to the phone to talk. So, you know, I just leave a message. I tell her Happy Mother's Day and that I'm gonna make it up there soon. I would have made it up there a couple weeks ago, but you know, we had to stick to the grind, bro. We had to stick to the grind. We both had to big each other up, and you know what I'm saying, we both had to make sure we both didn't slip off the deep end. And I'm gonna keep on grinding for y'all. The video game streams will be back in full effect. Mentally, I feel like I'm clear now. Like, I feel like I really dug myself out the rut I was in, and it really was a dark place I was stuck in. And if it wasn't for the water that I had around me, I probably would have drowned. Which is kind of messed up to say, but the water around me kept me afloat. You know, everybody, you know what I'm saying, they kind of told me what I needed to hear, the advices, and I took that and I stuck to my guns. And it's like now, it's like, man, my mentality is so much on a different level now. It's like, man, that person 2 months ago, I don't even recognize that person from like 2 months ago, you know. Crazy.
And that's all coming with growth and being able to, you know, see things and be able to, you know, just listen. I feel like a lot of people, you know, try to,
Takes a village,
you know,
much love.
You know, try to judge and be judgmental in this world that we live in. No, forget that. Don't be judgmental. Actually listen, observe situations, and listen, because I guarantee you it's going to be somebody out there that want the best for you and knows the people that you need to have in your life in the circle. Yes, it's going to be people that try to knock you. I'm not necessarily saying hate them or hold a grudge against them. That's what we here for. You know, we can talk about those situations, how we deal with those situations. Remember, we only can control our kingdom and our castle, and we going to do what we believe in. That's all we can do. That's pretty much gonna wrap it up for me. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to just understand. You can't control everybody else's action, no matter if they blood or water. You can't control everybody else's action. You only can control your actions and how you gonna deal with those situations. Just observe those people, because it's gonna be somebody out there for you that's gonna be like, hey, I want you to grow. I want the best for you. Like Coach Given did for you. He wanted the best for you. He wanted the best for you.
This deep, super proud of you guys. Thank you, True Viking, and then thank you again, Ray. And I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. But we getting ready to wrap it up. But you got any last words? You want to tell them where they can find you at and where they can reach out to your music and everything?
Breezz, Gorilla Gang, 574. That's my name on there. Breezz again, Gorilla Gang. I want to say thank you for all the support. Love y'all. And thank you for everything. Whenever y'all want to talk about some situations, we always here to talk about those situations and let us know what you're going through, because we guys that went through a lot of situations. We haven't been through everything. Everybody haven't been through everything, but I'm here for a conversation. I'm here to listen, you know, for anybody that really want to talk about a situation, because I'd have been in hurtful situations with family and water.
I respect that. And y'all already know what it is. Y'all know where to reach me at. Jellybean4280 on YouTube and Twitch. Jellybean_42 on Instagram. You know, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Salute to everybody who tuned in. And we'll be back next Sunday with another topic. And your boy, I'll probably be back with a video game stream. Not tomorrow, because I do have a slow pitch softball game to play tomorrow. So I'm going to be on the mound tomorrow. So I will probably get y'all a video game stream Tuesday around 4:30 or 5. Again, it's your boy Jellybean4280.
Let's get it.
And it's my boy Brezz. And we out.